He was surprisingly cool.
That's because he knew. Did you see his face when Thea told him? Tommy, he didn't even blink. Trust me, he knew.
Then why didn't he say anything?
I don't know. Maybe because he knows he doesn't have any right to judge me.
Yeah, silver lining, though. Now that the whole truth and nothing but is out, is there a chance now for you and me? You said you didn't think that I was a one-girl type of guy. I'm gonna prove you wrong.
By dating me.
By being better. By being someone that you deserve and that you want to be with.
Well, that's certainly a guy I'd be interested in meeting.
Good. Now, how about we start by getting you the heck out of here? Come on, it is Friday night. Good. Oh, don't you scrub up nice.
Here to support my family.
Yeah, me too. God help me.
Thank you. Dig, got your eyes open?
That's what I'm here for, sir. That and answering patronizing questions.
This guy's out of time. If he's gonna do something, it's gonna happen before the auction.
Sir?
I heard the story on the radio.
Oliver. So pleased you're able to attend.
Also, the police said that some of the Unizac bidders were murdered. I just think that we should be a little bit more careful. My mother's already lost a husband.
Well, if Moira shared your concerns, she wouldn't have come. And she definitely wouldn't have put your sister.
What a wonderful surprise.
I need you to get them out of here right now. Are you okay? You hurt?
No, I'm fine. Where's Walter?
Walter's fine, sir. I have to get you out of here.
No, there. I'll find him. I'll find him. Drop your guns.
I admire your work. Guess you won't be extending me any professional courtesy.
We're not in the same line of work. Your profession is murder.
You've taken lives.
For the good of others. You're out for yourself. My name is Oliver Queen. For 5 years,
Queen is...
become...
From now on.
Think of... Hey.
Oliver. You're that vigilante.
Easy, Jake. You were poisoned.
Son of a bitch!
I could have taken you anywhere. Could have taken you home. I brought you here.
You really did lose your mind on that island.
Found a couple things along the way.
Like what, archery classes?
Clarity. Starling City is dying. It is being poisoned by a criminal elite who don't care who they hurt, as long as they maintain their wealth and power.
What are you gonna do? Take them all down by your lonesome?
No. No, I want you to join me. Special Forces out of Kandahar. It's perfect. You're a fellow soldier.
Oliver, you're not a soldier. You're a criminal. And a murderer.
Where were you?
What are you doing here?
I heard about the shooting and I wanted to make sure you were okay.
You did?
They had no think that people who care. I made peace with your and Walter. They don't deserve it himself.
Laurel, thank you for...
Maybe you should try it sometime. That was harsh.
Shit. Kind of tires you out. To do with that. Hurry. What are you watching?
Peter Declan.
Camille was everything.
Why can't you sleep?
Laurel.
Over here just to make sure they're in a front. So sure.
We have a visitor.
Mr. Diggle's replacement.
Replacement?
Yes. He tendered his resignation this morning.
Did he say why?
He said he didn't approve of the way you spend your evenings, particularly given that they always begin with you ditching him.
Hi.
Mr. Queen, Rob Scott. I'll be your new body man.
It's a firm grip you got there, Rob.
It's 5 years SWAT with Monument Point MCU.
I feel safer already.
Oh, thank God we don't have to hear about this awful man anymore.
Declan's execution is set for midnight, 2 days from now. Camille Declan's former employer, Jason Brodeur, released a statement saying, quote, "I hope this gives Camille the peace she deserves."
Jason Brodeur?
What?
The dead wife worked for Jason Brodeur.
Apparently so. What? Why?
No reason. Say, Rob, I want to go into town. Could you please get the car for me?
No offense, Mr. Queen, but I've been filled in on your tendency to slip the leash. If it's all the same to you, I prefer keeping you in my sights at all times.
We're 20 miles from the city. If you don't drive me, how else am I going to get there? Right. I like him. They say Peter Declan murdered his wife in cold blood. He had no alibi, and all the evidence pointed toward it. He was tried, convicted, sentenced to death, an open and shut case, except for one thing. Declan's wife Camille worked for Jason Brodeur, and Jason Brodeur is on the list.
Mr. Brodeur, admiring your handiwork, Hancock?
You should have just let me kill both of them.
Peter Declan is worth more alive. Husband kills wife is a much better headline than whistleblower uncovers toxic dumping, don't you think? Either way, 48 hours, all this will be over.
The odds are good that Brodeur is involved in this woman's murder, which means an innocent man is facing execution. He'll need a good attorney.
So I take it there's absolutely no point in asking if you'd like to grab a drink.
I can't. I have to go over transcripts with Vernon's case.
You know, if you go somewhere that's not work,
I could still get mugged on the way home.
Hello, Laurel.
Don't move! We're making a huge mistake.
I'm not the person you think I am. That's
Darling, what makes you so sure?
of an innocent man.
Mr. Declan.
The evidence was stacked against me, but I didn't kill my wife. I didn't take my daughter's mother from her.
The murder was found in our...
Camille... That's what I found. I know, it's so...
His wife.
What do you mean? Lunch isn't for another... 45 minutes ago. I'm so sorry.
It's all right. The restaurant is holding our table. Is there something wrong?
Compliance department's tagged something. $2.6 million withdrawal from one of our Vancouver subsidiaries.
What, do you mean, are you saying that someone embezzled $2.6 million from the company?
Well, it's probably a bookkeeping error, but compliance is understandably worried about an IRS audit. But don't worry. I'm sure it's nothing. Oh, come on. We're going to be late. I mean, later.
We got blood, we got motive.
The guy with the resource.
Down with a needle in his except trying to...
Was that Brodeur was dumping toxic waste.
Let me see, what was his...
Criminal. Like...
About what happened? So when are you going to tell me? About what happened to your arm?
Oh, it's my shoulder, and it's fine.
I knew that Queen guy was trouble.
Yeah, I never said this happened protecting Queen.
Oh, yeah? And what's he doing here?
Area secure, sir.
Thank you very much, Rob. Hello, Diggle's sister-in-law, Carly. I'm Oliver Queen.
I know who you are.
No, you really don't.
Hello. I couldn't help but notice a distinct lack of police cars when I got home. I knew you wouldn't drop a dime on me. So, have you considered my offer?
Offer? That's one hell of a way to put it.
It is an offer. It's a chance to do the kind of good that compelled you to join the military.
Please. You were born with a platinum spoon in your mouth, Queen. What, you spent 5 years on an island with no room service and suddenly you found religion?
This was my father's. I found it when I buried him.
I thought you said your father died when the boat went down.
We both made it to a life raft, but there wasn't enough food and water for both of us, so he shot himself in the head. And as much as he was doing it to give me a chance to survive, I believe that he was also atoning for his sins. I need to right the wrongs done by my family, and I'm offering you the chance to right the wrongs done to yours.
Oliver, what are you talking about?
The police never caught your brother's shooter.
Hey, you leave Andy out of this.
The bullets were laced with curare. That's Floyd Lawton's MO. He is the sniper that I stopped.
Are you trying to tell me that you took down Andy's killer?
I'm giving you the chance. A chance to help other people's families. Do you remember when the people in this city helped each other? They can't do that anymore because a group of people like my father, they see nothing wrong with raising themselves up by stepping on other people's throats. It does need to stop. And if it's not going to be the courts, and it's not gonna be the cops, then it's gonna be me. And I hope you. I gotta go to the washroom, Rob.
Well, that boy's long gone, man.
Still following the money trail. Figure it out.
Someone does. The guardian angel. The guy in the hood that you've met. He breaks the... This is...
The reason we can't do this on Brodeur is took. He had the jury.
What's necessary?
Doing isn't wrong. Sounds lonely.
Today.
I've got one question. Why am I being fired?
Mrs. Smoke, isn't it?
Yes. And I am without a doubt the single most valuable member of your technical division. That's including my so-called supervisor. Letting me go would be a major error for this company.
I agree, which is why you're not being fired.
I assumed when you brought me up here it was because...
It's because I wanted you to look into something for me. A variance of $2.6 million on a failed investment from 3 years ago. It's authorized by my wife. I was hoping you could find out some of the details of the transaction for me.
Find out.
Dig up. Discreetly.
I'm your girl. I mean, I'm not your girl. I wasn't making a pass at you. Thank you for not firing me.
That is Took.
You're him. That hood guy. You're the guy that's been terrorizing the city.
Peter Declan, your lies helped put him on death row. Now either it's time to tell me the truth, or it's time for the 10:15 to Bloodhaven.
Okay. Brother paid me to say that Camille never spoke to me, but I didn't have anything to do with her death. Oh, God, please. I'll do anything. Like, you can have the file.
What file?
Camille gave me a file of evidence against Jason Brodeur.
Where is it?
Let me go and I'll tell you. Wait, don't go. Wait, don't go. It's in my desk. The file's in my desk. It's your office. Get me out of here.
Smells really good.
I'm not gonna kill the bird.
Compliments of Mattis took
What's in here?
leverage on Jason Brodeur. Enough to help save Peter Declan's life.
As an attorney, I never would have gotten a file like this. I always thought the law was sacred. It fixed everything.
And now, Laurel? Now what do you think?
I think there's too many people in this city who only care. Oh my God. What is wrong with your face?
What do you mean?
There's something really weird on it, like this thing with your mouth. It looks like it's in the...
With Laurel, I think you're getting a little bit ahead of yourself. You gotta keep up.
Funny development on that. Because I give my criminal...
Done their job right in the first place. Perjured himself for Jason Brodeur
and Brodeur Chemical.
The interest of justice.
Ours isn't a court of justice, Miss Lamb. A stay of execution.
And I am going to pull on it until your whole world unravels.
Hershey's go.
We're not done yet.
Short of a signed confession.
Queen Steel. She hyphenate? She seems like a woman who would hyphenate. Right. The company she invested in doesn't exist.
I don't understand.
There was no investment. The money was used to set up an offshore LLC called Tempest.
I don't recall that name being under the Queen Consolidated banner.
Because it's not. There's nothing registered with the Secretary of State, no federal tax records, no patent applications filed. But in 2009, Tempest purchased a warehouse in Starling City.
Enough moping. You quit, it's done. My advice would be to move on.
If it were only that easy.
Except it is. Personal security is dangerous. Your nephew already lost his father. He can't lose his uncle, too.
Does it ever bother you they never caught the guy who killed Andy? You know, when I was in Afghanistan, I had a job, and I did it. And when I could, I would help out the people there so that in some small way, when I left, I could believe I left it a better place. But ever since I've been home, all I do is protect punks and spoiled one-percenters. I miss feeling like I'm making a difference in the world.
Then get out of personal security and go do something you believe in.
Yeah, what if it's wrong?
John, if you believe in something, how can it be wrong?
Jason Brodeur!
What do you want?
You're gonna confess that you arranged to have Peter Declan's wife murdered.
What, so I can take his place in prison?
So you can avoid the death penalty.
Except if I'm dead. Well, then you got no one to pin Camille's murder on. You need me to exonerate Peter Declan. Maybe you could try to force me to sign a confession or something.
That might be difficult.
My hand!
Just answer it.
What?
Zakov. It's going down. 1 hour.
What's going down in an hour?
What? Let's just say Peter Declan's execution, it's getting moved up.
The one who believes.
And Brodeur.
He's low. C-block.
I'm all right.
Camille Declan's murder. We got the wrong guy.
He's a killer. His eyes.
How'd he get?
Guard uniform.
Nothing. I just had an idea.
Okay.
We were gonna do it again. Green out from the Green Hood, right?
What?
Okay, just... What is that? Oh, need that.
Thank Brodeur's bodyguard.
Fines and environmental cleanup clause, or chemical and had collected a fire Declan.
生存 not mean birth. 生存 mean survive.
You speak English?
You won't survive this place. And forget her. You look at that all day. You will not survive this place.
You look nervous, Moira.
Do I have a reason to be?
We all do.
A modern-day Robin Hood. Are you worried that your net worth makes you a target?
Jason Brodeur, Adam Hunt, Warren Patel. Tell me you see a connection, Moira.
He's not targeting the rich.
No, he's not. He's targeting the list.
The new guy just quit.
No, I'm not. I'm here about the other position. Just to be clear, fighting for this city needs to be done, including you. But you need someone just the same does to you. You need someone to...
Imagine a gun that's say different. Just as aggravated assault, murder.
My name is Oliver Queen. For 5 years, I was stranded on an island with only one. Now I will bring down those someone else.
Any Mrs. Queen invested in doesn't exist.
If the Playboy thing was all...
Damn criminals. What is that? Dinner.
Come on. Hey, bloody dead, disgusting animal. What?
Fire.
Yeah. What does that mean?
You will die badly. Get.
They know who I am. They think I'm the vigilante. That I have no...
This to before? It's okay, I know the answer to that one plenty of times.
Like I said, this is a mistake.
As far as I
am not who you think I am.
Oh, you're exactly who I think you are. You're in funds and yachts.
Detective, you hate me. I get it. But that doesn't make me a vigilante.
No. The security camera footage of you from the Unidac costume with a green hood does that pretty well.
And as I said again, I ran into the stairwell once I heard the shooting. I saw a duffel that I thought maybe belonged to the shooter. I grabbed it, looked inside, and saw a hood.
And what, you took it home with you? Because we can't find it. And what about harassing Adam Hunt? That just happened to take place right across the street from your little homecoming bash. Evidence.
Detective Lance, I know you hate my family, but I had no idea that you'd go so far to arrest my son without any grounds whatsoever.
I have solid grounds, and I have evidence.
It's over, Detective.
He blames me for the death of his daughter. He also thinks that I dress up in a green hood and shoot people with arrows.
The important thing is not to say anything until your attorney gets here.
Fine. I want Laurel.
Brilliant.
Oliver, I don't think your ex...
Never be this guy. Walter, you say like he raised her mom.
Mrs. Queen, what are you...
It's Oliver. Something's happened.
It's been all over the news.
These charges are loosening him.
Well, that's me, as if you don't...
Sir. Yes. And I don't think it's a good idea for me to represent someone who I've been involved with. Listen, I am sorry for what your family is going through.
No apologies. Your idealism, I think, is what...
Docket ending 1941. People versus Oliver Queen. Murder, aggravated assault, assault with intent.
Wisest course, Mr. Queen.
I think it is. I'm innocent.
Then we'll consider that your plea.
Thank you.
Now, as to bail?
Your Honor, Mr. Queen's family owns a pair of private jets. And, well, on the subject of their wealth, I would point out that there is virtually no bail amount that could guarantee his presence at trial.
So then I guess it's a good thing that the people's case is so circumstantial. Defendant. Mr. Queen, innocence. He is a flight and electronic monitoring through the wearing of a UKG 45 administrated ankle device.
No, he wouldn't.
Sold.
Your Honor.
Bail is set at $15 million. $5 million bond. Defendant to see probation for the fitting of a GPS device.
I knew you couldn't resist saving my...
Fortunately, different.
Device has a direct line into the... Having a sizable... Pulldeck's fine. Step on the grass, they're sending a SWAT team to forcibly subdue you.
Thank you, officer.
Foreseeable... for all... I mean, the circuit... Worried about...
Right, you're on a boat. No, it...
About... He wrecks fancy cars and he dates models. He doesn't kill people.
No, he just uses them. Like he used Sarah. And like...
True to you. But Oliver isn't the reason. By the way,
He didn't.
Oliver, they got you on video.
I knew the security camera was there, just like I knew the police would review the footage. Turn to Starling City, and a few days later, the vigilante appears. Sooner or later, somebody was going to make the connection.
So what part of it? Well, there better be, for your sake. And how you gonna put him... Who is he?
Leo Mueller, German arms dealer, suspected in the theft of 100 M249 squad automatic weapons.
Okay.
Last night, he arrived in Starling City to sell the guns.
Oliver, don't you...
Got their hands on military...
House arrest, Oliver, which means you can't just go after this guy.
Look, for now, I would just like you to shadow Mueller. I would like you to track his movements. I want to know where the buy is at.
And how am I supposed to...
Do love our toys.
In fact,
7 years.
We'll test the bounds of your discretion. You're aware of Queen's Gambit? Robert Queen's ill-fated yacht? I found it.
Sir, the boat went down in the North China Sea 5 years ago.
Which is why my discovery of its remains in a warehouse downtown is further.
Thank you. Great to it. Detective Lance arrested your client without consulting my office.
Absolutely not.
Mr. Queen spent 5 years in seclusion on a deserted island, cut off from civilization. It is quite possible he's suffering from some form of post-traumatic stress. Given that, we would support a plea of insanity, conditional on a period of...
I'm not crazy.
Finally, something we agree that I would believe.
Just offered you is
A deal.
the Polly. Friends, people who actually...
You're rude. You're as hostile. I'm Edward Files, by the way. And you are?
I'm Oliver Queen. I'm shipwrecked here. I don't know for how long. He would be... What?
This gentleman. Do you know him?
No. Who's he?
You're a poor liar. One more chance before my manners leave me.
Hey, and all by myself.
Do you know what this island is named? We're on Lian Yu, Mandarin for purgatory. And I can make it feel like hell. Don't know why either.
Sweetie, one of the workers left a keg too far from the bar. Can you ask him to move it, please? I got the ankle thingy. I want to set off a SWAT invasion. Hey.
Yeah, well, work didn't happen.
This is different.
Since you've been...
Oh, man. Thea, I bought that in the gift shop of the Beijing airport.
Yes, could you please make this quick? I'm in the midst of somewhat of a family emergency.
Yes, of course. It's all over the local news. Possibly even national.
Well, I know what you're thinking.
Do you?
My son is not the man targeting the list. The charges are preposterous.
Not according to the district attorney.
Detective has a vendetta.
If so, something really needs to be done about that.
Is your name Oliver Queen?
You don't know who I am, Detective?
Questions are to calibrate the polygraph. Is your name Oliver Queen?
Yes.
Were you born in Starling City, May 16th, 1985?
Yes.
Do your hair blue?
No.
Ever been to Iron Heights Prison?
No.
Are you the man in this picture?
No.
You stole $40 million off Adam Hunt?
No, I didn't.
You marooned on an island called Lian Yu for 5 years.
How is that even relevant?
I don't need to show relevance, but since you asked...
Unless you ask a question.
Did that happen to you there?
Yes.
When you came back, you told everyone that you were alone on that island. Are you claiming that your scar...
I wasn't alone. I didn't want to talk about what happened to me on the island.
Why not?
Because the people that were there tortured me.
Have you killed anyone?
Yes. Got with me.
But just eyeballing it, he's telling the truth.
Can I assume that you'll be recommending Miss Spencer to drop all charges against my client?
No. I know a guilty man when I see one. He is guilty, whether you can see it or not.
Hi, everybody! I'm very touched. Closest neighbor.
The prison's like you were in for a rude awakening. Here's a good place for an arms deal. Okay, since it's going down tonight, what do? Drop it down. Oliver, you can't leave the house.
It doesn't have to be me in the hood.
That's why you threw this house where I'm supposed to be a...
I didn't machine...
Oliver, I didn't think joining your crusade... I too. No, man.
This is Mike Vogel down in security. I have some sad news for you. The company's head of security, Josiah Hudson, was in a car accident tonight. He's dead, sir.
Appropriately themed race room.
What do you mean?
Into his work. Ran to the law. Left us. Feel bad. Today that... What happened to you on that island?
More. There was something I wanted more.
You have resolved misery.
M249, 100 rounds.
Let's go!
What was it that was so important that I had to race down here?
I found the Queen's Gambit, Mora. I know you secretly had the boat salvaged. I wanted to move it to a more secure location before confronting you about it. In fact, I sent Josiah Hudson to the warehouse for precisely that purpose. But he died, mysteriously in a car accident. I had to discover that the person with whom you share your home, your bed, and your heart, things that you have told me were lies.
Walter, you're my husband.
Yes, I am.
You'll be upsetting people with influence. You are very far out of your depth.
Man in the Hood 1, gangbangers 0.
It's upstairs. Should I have some drinks sent up?
Job. Now get back here.
How did you know I was in trouble? Because when the guy was fighting you, he broke the ankle monitor.
Are you all right?
I'm fine.
Accusing my son publicly, you've made him a target.
Do you have any idea who attacked Oliver?
We haven't identified him yet. There must be someone with a grudge against the Hood, obviously. An arms dealer was attacked across town tonight.
Family, Quentin.
Son are being dropped. Multiple witnesses put him there. In light of that, all charges against your son are being dropped.
I'm truly sorry for what's happened to your family, Quentin. But would you kindly get the hell out of my house?
Mr. Lance? Thank you.
An appointment?
No, but I decided to screw propriety after you tried to have my son killed.
I'm sure you understand. I was justified in suspecting your son of being the vigilante targeting our associates. I had to take steps.
And now that you know your steps were taken in error, that Oliver is not your enemy.
I offer my sincerest apologies.
I know you found out I had the yacht salvaged, just as I know you had Josiah Hudson killed.
Well, accidents tend to befall people who...
A member of my family so much as gets a paper cut, I will burn your entire world to ashes.
I tell you, island and take it. I lead them off. You stay here longer.
Rough part. Yeah, I'm fine.
Father asked you if you'd ever been to Ironhide. It's also where you and I went. White flutter. You could have looked.
Crusader.
Oliver, I saw your scars.
Do you want to know why I don't talk about what happened to me there? Because if people knew, if you knew, you'd see me differently. And not as some vigilante guy.
Version of the truth.
I told her what she needed to hear, Diggle. She was too close.
Sad thing is, I think you actually believe that. I think things didn't go down exactly as you planned. You didn't count on so many people having questions, doubting you. You didn't think about what happens when you lie.
Thank you, Chris.
Walter,
Especially when you lie to the ones you love the most.
what is this?
Business trip. I decided it's long overdue for me to inspect our holdings in Melbourne.
And how long will you be?
I don't know.
When you were stuck on that island, plotting your grand plan to save the city, I don't think you stopped to consider the effect it would have on the people in your life.
Not being able, it does his chance.
$50,000 cash. Take it or leave it. That's the deal.
You okay?
Leo Mueller, you have failed this city.
My name is Oliver Queen. For 5 years, I was stranded on an island with only one goal. Survive.
Oliver Queen is alive.
Now I will fulfill my father's names. He do that. Son.
Nobody lift their head! Nobody gets hurt! Get out! Stay down! Get on the floor!
You can't jackhammer into the safe. It's too thick.
Shut up! We're through! 3 minutes.
Don't worry. I'm a cop.
Please don't do it. I don't want to die. Please.
What the hell's going on? He was a freaking cop. Enough throwing shots. You hear that? Someone triggered the alarm! Don't!
That's it. Let's go.
Lay down your weapons and come out with your hands up. Repeat. Lay down your weapons and come out with your hands up. Hold your fire.
Who's the hostage? Mills, contain the hostage. All of the units, move in! Move in!
You shot a cop. This is not how we do things. Miguel, he killed it in how we...
Take the rear hand.
Angle the rear hand, Diggle. Come on.
Okay.
Variable acceleration. Fighters work at the same pace. You switch it up, throw your opponent off his game.
That was nice. Where'd you learn that?
His name is Yao Fei.
Did he give you those scars?
One of them.
And the others? You know, one of these days you're gonna be straight with me about what really happened on that island.
Absolutely. But not today.
Still some pretty sweet moves.
Yep. Tonight I'm gonna use some on him. Scott Morgan runs water and power in the Glades. Jacks up the prices when people can't pay. Shuts them down even in the dead of winter.
Which is at least a month away. Look at this. These guys started in Keystone 3 years ago, then began moving west, hitting banks along the way. This morning, they hit Starling City Trust. Shot an off-duty cop. He's in a coma, and the doctors are saying it's a coin toss whether he'll make it.
If he's a cop at CPD, he'll be all over it.
Overwhelmed? Underfunded? Listen, these guys don't hit one time. They hit 2 or 3 banks per city, which means right now they're planning their next job.
I think you have the wrong impression about what it is I do.
We take out bad guys with a bow and arrow.
I don't fight street crime. That's a symptom of what's wrong with this city. I'm trying to cure the disease.
CEOs and crooked entrepreneurs. I get it. Listen, Oliver, I'm just saying, maybe you can make a difference if you think beyond the scope of those pages. I'm sure your father wouldn't mind.
No, you don't get it. My father died so that I could live. Live and make a difference by fixing the city that he and the people in this book ruined. Every name that I cross off this list honors that sacrifice.
Oliver, there's more than one way to save this city.
Not for me. Crime happens in this city every day. What do you want me to do? Stop all of it?
Sounds like you have a narrow definition of being a hero.
I'm not a hero.
Nightmare, and I'm about or love to understand. See, I've made to down lately.
Since when do you pay?
World. Guess who I just hung up with? Janice Bowen. Carter's mother.
You in the debate team.
Instead. All right.
I have
tooth.
Yeah.
Maybe he was afraid of getting a visit from you.
He's just the man I wanted to see. I just picked up his come. It's ironic.
Merlin.
Care.
How you feel?
I'm not sure.
Scott Morgan doesn't seem like the type to try to kill himself.
Mr. Diggle, I can't thank you enough for arranging to move my husband from county.
Everything that happened to
It was so...
You should have just kept it.
to help out.
Thank you.
You asked me to work with her. I'm the kind of Oliver.
Washington's right. No. Ask.
He's been shot.
So,
Just telling you.
I thought, but I word to get back into my eyes. You to throw it.
The bank manager ace punched. His ring left a mark. Large Font High. High school. I cross-referenced his height and a little deep grid.
There are 2 other guys involved in this robbery.
And a woman. Aside from Stan Washington, there were 22 customers and employees that came out of the bank. 9 men, 13 women. Inside the bank, 9 men, 14 women.
Put a ringer in.
The mom. The police are looking for a crew. We're gonna look for...
Sorry, Walter. Apologies.
One of the things I didn't...
Thank God you're here. Just happy he's home.
At least that's what my agent says. 1 minute I'm slow moving.
Why would he want you to be a wizard?
It is. I just feel it's our duty as Starling.
You're the hero.
And try not...
Consolidated?
I'm open.
Starling. Underground.
Oliver, where are you going?
Something's come up. I'm really sorry.
Well, clearly he's branching out. He was a cop. Had permitted enough to set herself 5 years.
Add personal internet researcher for Oliver Queen to my job title. Happily. I mean...
His name is Derek Reston. We were close before I went away, and I want to get back in touch.
Guess you didn't have Facebook on that island.
Nope. Not even a MySpace account. It was a very dark time.
Well, there's not much here that's recent. No credit activity, no utility bills. I guess you guys must have met at the factory.
Wait, what factory?
The Queen Steel Factory. Derek Rustin worked there for 15 years until it shut down in '07.
Derek Rustin worked for my father?
You weren't really close friends, huh? Looks like Derek was the factory foreman until your dad outsourced production to China. About 1,500 employees got laid off. Looks like the finance guys even found a loophole in the union contract, so they didn't have to pay severance packages and pensions to their employees. They all pretty much lost their homes, including your friend.
You died. I asked you. I begged you to survive. But if you don't think you can...
Far after work. Miracle Rustin's the right thing. It's
of my family.
No, you're worried about the wrong thing. It's not your fault. The Rustins aren't the victims.
My family stole from this city. They hurt the people in it, and I am hell-bent on making that right. For Derek Rustin, that means giving him the chance to make it right. Hey.
Bugs my hair. Just being fun, different else.
Oliver for someone would hang out
In the back, I thought
he was making no the doors.
he hurt people. When people are hurt, people are in trouble. Right? And who you're around. Time right now doesn't. Queen Consolidated has subsidiaries all over the country. I make one phone call, you start next week.
How about I still have some pride left?
You and I have one thing in common. That's on him.
Baby.
He'll go out on his own.
Well, if that's what he wants to do, that's his right. But you and me and Teddy, we're out.
I want to quit too.
Rustin's jacket.
I thought you were going to give the man a second chance.
That's what I believe in. I also believe in covering all my bases.
Derek, we can't abandon our son. After all this time, he wants to end up a winner. Set for life. Otherwise...
I'm down.
We move. Keep the apple.
So, fighting me?
Well, I figured the entire Queen family and their checkbooks should be present.
All right. And how is it going for you so far?
It is going amazing. And all thanks...
What did I do? Yeah.
Yeah, sure I did. Yeah.
Creative space.
Excuse me. Wow. I'm surprised you made it tonight, given your hectic schedule.
Mom, I messed up with the Bowens yesterday. I made you a promise. I couldn't keep it.
Difficulties.
They're going to try nighttime here.
I have to go. I'm sorry.
No, don't bother apologizing. Honestly, Oliver, there are times when I wonder why you bother coming home at all.
Came prepared.
It's okay.
He's bleeding out. Call an ambulance. Kyle.
He's knocked out.
It wasn't his fault.
Sir.
I beg your response.
You know that as a... We agree. What are you doing, sister?
Paul doesn't even like you. Why can't you?
Talk to you.
Injection, all I know.
Yeah, she just ate some bag. Don't worry, the doctor.
It's with him.
Absolutely.
I didn't...
The way you honored your dad? To try to help. Woke up.
Responsibility.
I keep well alone.
I hate
You know, all that car thing on it.
My name is Oliver.